For the last day of probably the worst year ever, we actually have some pretty cool Galaxy updates. As yes, we have some in real life hands-on images of the Galaxy S21 Plus, and it looks pretty hot. There's a new list of the top 10 smartphones that were activated on Christmas, and let's just say that only one company dominated, and if you want a OnePlus 9 prototype, you might be able to get one on eBay for a cool price tag. I'm Jaime Rivera, and I wish I could sit here and tell you let's reminisce over the great things about the year that's about to end, but I can't wait to get it over with. This is Pocketnow Daily. As expected, we will begin this video with deals, and let's start with those devices that are on their way out. Yes, there's still the Samsung Galaxy trade-in deals, but don't act like if they're still not crazy. Starting off with the Galaxy S20 series, you can currently get the S20 Plus for $500 and the S20 Ultra for $600. The Z Fold 2 is still $1,000, and then the Note 20 series starts at $450. Then again, you still need an eligible device to trade in, so keep that in mind. Staying on with Samsung, but moving on to Amazon, the Galaxy Watch 3 is a crazy $130 off, leaving it at $350, and the Galaxy Buds are $51 off, leaving them at $79. The M1 MacBook Pro is $60 off, leaving the 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage model for $1240. And finally, the Platinum Surface Pro 7 and the black type cover are $230 off, meaning you can get it for $800 in the Microsoft Store. We have more deals on the 16-inch MacBook Pro, Samsung products, and even Microsoft Surface products in the description. Now let's stay with Amazon, but even though we know that you guys want more deals, this is actually going to be something else. Clearly, after Spotify has invested so much money on their podcast platform and Apple pretty much invented it, clearly, Amazon was not going to stay behind. Back in September, Amazon Music introduced a new podcast feature for the United States, the UK, Germany, and Japan. Well, less than 3 months later, the company just announced that they're acquiring Wondery, which is a podcast network that launched back in 2016, backed by 20th Century Fox. The statement says that when this deal closes, nothing will change for the listeners, and they'll continue to access Wondery podcasts through a variety of providers. With Amazon Music, Wondery will be able to provide more high-quality, innovative content and continue their mission on bringing knowledge and entertainment to their listeners. The deal was reportedly worth $300 million, and it's probably the best way that Amazon can tell Apple and Spotify, I'm here to stay too. Now, how about if we talk about OnePlus? Something very interesting just happened in all the ordeal of leaks that we've been getting. We're currently gearing up for the OnePlus 9 series, and if you remember, about a month ago, we got some hands-on images revealing the design. Well, apparently that was a prototype, and that same prototype was just sold on eBay for a cool $3,000. It was originally listed last week for $6,000 as the OnePlus 9 5G prototype, unlocked for all GSM carriers. This device is running on a test build of Oxygen OS, meaning it probably has a crazy amount of bugs, and it'll most likely not get software updates. So yeah, so far we've gotten multiple leaks, including some specifications that show Snapdragon 888 5G, 120Hz display, 65-watt wired charging, and 30 watts wireless charging, and we'll most likely be getting 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and a triple camera array at the back. We just hope that even the regular model brings that rumored Leica sensor though. I mean, if OnePlus finally takes the leap in adopting a branding like Leica for their cameras and actually use their tuning, I think we finally will have a true OnePlus flagship. Now, we've been covering a ton of leaks when it comes to AirPods Pro and AirPods Pro Lite, or whatever the next generations are going to be called, but apparently we're going to get more than that. According to some new leaks from Mr. White, we might be getting the second generation AirPods Pro in 2 different sizes. He tweeted some pictures of the flat connection relays for them, showing that there are 2 sizes. However, there is a possibility that one of them might be for the AirPods Pro Lite, which will simply be dubbed the 3rd generation AirPods, and it makes sense if you think about it, as all the rumors hint to these adopting the current AirPods Pro design language. The tweet also mentioned that they will be using a W2 chip, which is the successor to the W1 that we currently get on AirPods and some Beats headphones. That's what enables the seamless pairing, and it'll apparently also play a role in conserving battery life. We'll see if in the end we are getting 2 different sizes of AirPods Pro, which would be pretty cool, or if these are just the 3rd generation AirPods and the 2nd generation AirPods Pro. Whatever the case may be, let's just hope we don't have AirPods Max pricing. Please, Apple, seriously. And how about if we discuss statistics? Guess which smartphone, or pretty much lineup, was the most popular on Christmas Day when it came to activations? Because you'd be shocked. Well, we have some new numbers from Flurry Analytics on the top 10 US smartphone activations that happened on Christmas Day, and believe it or not, the graph shows that 9 out of 10 phones were iPhones. Let me repeat that. 9 out of 10 phones, and then the 10th one was the LG K30, doing some Michael Jordan-like numbers for LG, and pretty much the whole Android market for that matter. What's crazy is that the iPhone 11 and the XR keep being Apple's top drivers at number 1 and number 2, followed by the iPhone 12 Pro Max and then the 12. The iPhone SE also made the cut at number 6, with other phones being the 12 Pro, the 11 Pro Max, the 8, and then the 8 Plus, which I thought weren't sold anymore. Now, according to them, this is a normal trend as the newer higher-end devices generally surge around for early adopters, with the rest of the consumers adopting the latter. They also mentioned that it doesn't mean they sold more, it was just the most popular phone at this time. Now, an interesting tidbit is that the smartphone activations went down 23% when compared to last year for obvious reasons, as this was definitely a rough year. We honestly wonder which demographics were the ones that bought less though, and at the same time we hope that 2021 is going to be more evenly distributed. And finally, for the hottest news today, don't act like if you weren't expecting that we were going to discuss the Galaxy S21 leaks. Like we mentioned on the previous Pocketnow Daily, most of the leaks have been focused around the Ultra. Now, the other devices are getting some love from tipsters though. Back on Monday, we got a full list of specs of the S21 and also the S21 Plus, and today we have some in real life images of that S21 Plus. These images come from a tipster on Twitter showing almost everything you need to see. This is the lilac variant of the phone, which brings a rose gold triple camera array, and we also get to see the flat display with the punch hole that still comes in the center. We also have the usual dose of case leaks from My Smart Price that confirm all the design elements we've seen from the past couple of months, from the colors to the camera rays. As a recap, the specs of the S21 Plus are expected to bring a 6.7-inch AMOLED display running at 120Hz. It'll be powered by the Snapdragon 888 or the Exynos 2100, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and a 4800 mAh battery. At the back, you should expect 3 cameras, which will consist of a 12-megapixel main sensor, 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 64-megapixel telephoto. We just wonder what Samsung's new design language is going to be called. Let us know in the comments down below. What do you think about all these leaks, the images? Do you like the design of this new possible Galaxy S21 or not? Cause I like it, I just wish the camera hump would die. That's just me. Leave us a comment down below, we'd love to know your opinion. Friends, again, if you want to get the news earlier, follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Also follow us on social medias, our extended coverage happens on Instagram. Follow me on my personal handles to see me enjoy seeing 2020 go away. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like what you saw. I'm Jaime Rivera, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next year, which is pretty much in a few days.